Well, hello and happy Monday. I'm going to post a couple of videos that I took of Grace on our cruise later on today, if I remember. Because, you get back, you're back into the swing of things. The cruise was phenomenal. I was really worried about Grace, as you all know, and it went beyond my expectation. It was great. Grace was wonderful. It was definitely helpful, and I'm very grateful that my friend came with us. It was an extra pair of hands with Grace, and she was able to, stay in the room with Grace as my husband and I celebrated our 18th wedding anniversary. We went to dinner on our anniversary, which was the 25th, the first really full night on the cruise. And then we went and played in the casino for a little bit, and that's always fun. I do enjoy that. In the boat was great. It's a really large boat, one of the biggest ones we've been on for Norwegian. We had gone in the past on smaller boats. So this one was really big. It was like 4,000 passengers, 1,500 crew members, which Grace, in her joyful littleness as a child, she got to know everyone on the ship and was just fist bumping everyone like she, that's her claim to fame. So it was really nice. They were very sweet with her, and just everyone wanted a fist bump. So it was great. She's matured quite a bit over the years. Obviously, she's 14. The last time we went on a cruise, she was about 7. And she had a really good time from the moment she woke up in the morning, between 8 and 9. She just signed music, so she just really wanted to go listen to music and dance. And for her, dancing means that she holds on to Mama. I pick her up, she holds on to Mama, and we just kind of float around the ship. So, she had a really good time. She was well behaved, not a lot of behavioral, and even the little things here and there, if she was behavioral, it was corrected immediately. At dinner, I was watching her at one night. We were in a fancier restaurant, kind of, not fancy as it wasn't a paying restaurant, but it was a main dining room, and we actually really enjoyed the food there. It was called the Manhattan Room, and we went a couple of different times. And she just sat in that chair like a big girl with her napkin on her lap. And, it's just such a blessing to watch her grow up. I mean, I really miss, as most parents do, the younger ages of our children. But with Grace, it's just different, because she just came into this world so small. And she is still tiny. She's still a little peanut. But she sat there and she was mature. She had her dinner. She laughed with us. She, ate very well on the cruise. I think we gave her one feeding through the tube, through her pump feeding, I think one time in 7 days that we were there, honestly. Every morning we did give her a bolus feeding, which is just through a syringe. But I was in fear of that. I was worried about that she wouldn't eat a lot on the cruise, and then you get busy on the cruise and you have fun and you have this and that to do, kind of schedule. And there's no schedule on a cruise, right? So schedule's a bad word to use, but just, moving around and doing things I didn't think she would. I was worried that she wasn't going to get too many feeds, but she didn't get too many feeds, but then she ate by mouth. One night, she had 2.5 meatballs for supper. She had mashed potatoes. I did bring her veggie chips, which she did eat her veggie chips quite a bit. Actually, she ate all of them that I brought. So it was like I think 12 packages throughout the week. So, we just had a really good time, and I'm grateful that we were able to go. I'm grateful again that Helena was able to come with us. We do definitely want to go again next year, and we would take the same cruise, Boston to Bermuda and Halifax, it just works for us. We had a car, give us a ride up, and we had a car bring us home. We were home yesterday by, I think it was 11 a.m., and we'd gotten off the ship around 10:30. So all in all, we had a great time. I highly recommend a cruise. I mean, it is definitely a floating hotel. There's lots to do. You get like a little a paper the night before of what's happening around the ship the next day, from live music. We met one of the band members that one of the singers that we really enjoyed listening to, who sang all 70s and 60s songs, and Grace knew them all because it's all music that she listens to at home, which again is fantastic. She's 14. If she was a typical 14-year-old, she wouldn't be listening to oldies but goodies, and that's what we listen to at home. And even last night when we got home and she was talking to one of our PCAs who came over, it was all about the music and all about dancing with Mom. It was just great memory, great family time. And then it was back to reality yesterday. I worked a little later than I should have. I didn't go to bed early, which I should have. Thus the yawning this morning. But I'm happy. We had a great time. I feel relaxed. I didn't get as much sun as I wanted, as you can probably tell. But the weather wasn't conducive to tanning. Let's just say that. It was warm out, but it wasn't like summer heat. And it rained a couple of days, and on the way home we got back, and there was definitely we kind of rode through a storm, so it was kind of rocky. But all in all, we had a good time. I brought money home, cash home, which I'm just gonna fund a couple of cash envelopes. We did have to put some money on the credit card, the last kind of like the fees from the ship kind of. And I did buy a piece of jewelry, a tanzite ring. My husband got a watch that he wanted, so we spoiled ourselves. Grace, we got her a t-shirt, and we got her a t-shirt to give to her teacher at school. Glad to be back. Glad to be back to work, and really just starting all over again to fund next year's cruise. If you have an opportunity to go to a cruise and you think like you'd be bored or whatever, it's a relaxing time. There's no schedule. I didn't wear a watch. I didn't bring my Apple Watch. I did turn my Oura Ring into a activity level of probably that I'm not going to be consistent with now that I'm home. But just keep up on walking around here. And tomorrow I'll talk about my goals for June, but I just wanted to give you guys all an update on the cruise. And thanks for those who commented on BJ's video last night, casserole. Looking forward to today's video about my cruise, and appreciate you all, and I appreciate all the new people that have joined subscribed to the channel. I will talk to you all soon. Bye.